Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. He's going to go for a big one. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space, it's Allen. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Howard. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Throws to the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They punted on their 1st drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. He'll pull it down and run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. takes the handoff. It's Allen. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got a man. It's Howard. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Tebow. Unleashes to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he added the extra point. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Tebow. Throws to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Extending the play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked up. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for room, it's Allen. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the...
Out of space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Out to the races. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half of the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and they switch the ends of the field quickly. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Going up top again. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Memphis picking up the tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it! Touchdown, Memphis! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Here comes the heat. Reels it in down the left side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wants to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
To the ground with the back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Tebow. Bringing the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Singleton. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That was a nice pickup running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Tiger! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Tebow. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Pressure coming. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. It came down to the final. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run the RPO and Florida right. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
fourth down. He'll try to toss it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, LSU! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Through the air, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Still on his feet at the 45. Running free. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Singleton. Still running at the 40. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. Gets the first himself. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Off-play action on first down. The sure hands, it's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll operate out of split backs. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Kick is in the air. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Completes it in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to get behind the defense.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early and against zone coverage. Because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the free ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Looking to throw on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go back to the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Hughes. He's loose. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Give him 6. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Here's the snap. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Keeps looking downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB is trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads it left, and his throw is incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. Wide open spaces. The 40. Past the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. To the air, it's Underwood. Buying some time. Forced out of the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Was to pass. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
LSU 18, South Carolina 15.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To throw, it's Underwood. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. The play action fake. Dings it complete to the right. And it's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. 1st down and more. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Barrels ahead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown Gamecocks! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. He hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
It's a running room. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And down They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it when does panicking ever really help. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. there, picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He lets it fly. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He'll try to tack on one more. Looking downfield. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona State 13, LSU 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Key. Creates a little room. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
To the air. It's Underwood. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Now improvising. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. On the run, still looking. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. That's caught, it's Jackson. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Got his man quickly. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking to scramble. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He caught it. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
able to pick his way forward for a decent game.